Hi everyone, right, I've just been doing this box. Now, I've called this my Gold Nugget Rock Box. Well, it looks like it's got gold nuggets on it. I've not finished it, I've only done the lid. And I've not finished with that either, because I'm going to be putting some little blingy bits on as well. But I just wanted to show you the lid. You know me, I mean, I saw this, what Renjay did. And of course, I think she's done it with foil paper and that. And I love playing about as well. And I just wanted, I've got these that I got from the MDF man when I was in Kettering. And they've been sat and I think, you know, come on, Fee, do something with them. Do something different. You don't need to do shabby chic. Everybody does shabby chic. And I'm a colourful character. So I thought I will do something like this. Very, very easy. And I want you to all try it. Come on. Get your stuff. Think outside the box. Get outside your comfort zone. And let's have a bit of fun. I've used, and you don't have to use these products because there are alternative ones that you will get the same, if not better, results. So all I've done is I've taken some kitchen foil. Just this, kitchen foil. I used the glossy accents, just a bit. You don't need much. Did a few dabs. Just rip this into several pieces, you know, screwed them up, pop them on where all the dots were, flatten them down. Not right, no, not totally, you know, you've got some, I hope you can see that. Can you see? It has got some height to it. 3D. And then what I did, I let that dry. And I didn't put a coat of paint on the box whatsoever, nothing at all, because you don't need to. When you finish doing what I've done, it's not going to come off, I can tell you that. So what I did, I then gave it a coat of the burnt umber paint. Just painted the whole lid brown. On top of that, I then used this, which is the Luminaire Russet, and I also used the Luminaire in the grape. Now, if you don't have these paints, doesn't matter. I never used to have them, and what I used to use was metallic paints. And if you haven't got those, pearlized, anything like that, metallic, silly old. If you haven't got anything like that, use pearl paint. You also do not need to use a pearl paint of anything like that. You don't, to get a glow on that, you don't need to. You can use ordinary paints, any colours, choose a couple of colours, 3 colours that you like, pop them on, and what you do with your brush, you just swiddle the brush round like that, so your colours actually blend in. So I did my first colour, which was the purple. I did it there, and here. And then I put the middle colour on and a little bit of purple on this side. And then I just used the brush to blend them in while they were wet. After that, I used some ultra thick embossing powder. Well, it wasn't. It's in an ultra thick box, but it's actually very thin. It's the fine powder, embossing powder. Dried the paint. Shook that onto there. Dabbed it off. Then dried it. Now, sometimes it can go a little bit white on top. No problem, because this has actually got 3 coats of paint on. Not only will it help keep these tin foil on, it just gives it a nice look. Now, do 2 or 3 layers between the paint and your embossing powder, and then make the last one paint. Because after that, what I'm going to do is I am going to Mod Podge it, which will give it another sheen. And use some rub and buff, just some gold, to just gently dab over. And I've got a different type of box. I don't need to keep having the same one. This could now become steampunk or whatever. But because of the layers of paint on the ordinary wood, if you see, I'm not sure if you, let me just see, can you see it? All the texture that's on there, and that's done through the layering of the paint and the embossing powder. Brilliant, it looks fab. And there you go, I've got a nice box. Now all I need to do is to paint it, and what I am going to do is I'm going to paint it in the purple colour. I'm not going to do that right now on here. I just wanted you to see my Gold Nugget box. I just think it's cute. It's something different. And, you know, I can put cogs on, you know, make a cog thing here or whatever, put flowers on it. Whatever I want to do with it, I can now change that into something I like. I just wanted you to know there's not just paints and flowers and things like that. Use your tin foil, ordinary kitchen tin foil, you know, glue it on, and what you could have done, what I could have done if I was thought on, you can, once you've got your rocks on, call them rocks, you could use the plaster of Paris. That's what I couldn't think of before in the last video. The plaster of Paris, wet that, and then just put that on in strips or whatever you've got, a big sheet of it, and then, you know, made sure you went around your rocks and things like that. And again, it would have given you a totally different texture. There's lots of layering, and that's what's good about crafts. You can layer. Now, there's layering and layering. If I'd have continued before putting the paint on, putting the plaster of Paris on, because you don't do it after you've painted it, obviously, because you can't see the paint. So you'll put your rocks on, put your plaster of Paris on, and then layer. You know, that's the rocks, 1 layer, the plaster of Paris, 2 layers, and several layering of the paint, and then the embossing powder. That's good layering. I could then add things to it, flowers, cogs, whatever I want to do with it now, and that's another layer. But sometimes people go overboard with the layering, and, you know, they put this in and put that there, bung it a load of flowers and whatever, and it call it shabby chic or something. And I'm sorry, but I've said before, you can lose the project you're actually doing by having too much on. Less is more. You need to see what you're actually doing. And if I wanted to put a few cogs in this area here, now let me just see, because, you know, the other day when I lost mine, I all of a sudden found them, I think, if I remember rightly. So I'm just going to see, oh, where? I had a little box, there they are. Just let me see. Yeah, I couldn't find these blooming cogs the other day because I'd had them out, that's why. Silly Billy. Oops, what's that? Right. Oh, even that's nice. I could put that on, couldn't I? I don't know. And I'd also just like to thank everybody for the last few days. Great support. So you could hang something on like that. I'm not going to. But look, I mean, these are already done. So I'm going to put these cogs on here, and I have some here that I will need to play around with and glue them on like that. May I? I might not. No, I don't know what I'm going to do. I like mine as is. I don't think mine needs anything else doing to it. But I'm just saying, it's sort of thing you could do if you wanted to. You know, and play around with what you've got. Like that. And that really, actually, that's quite nice. Once these are coloured, that would be quite nice. I might just do that, actually. But that's what I'm saying, you know. Play around. Get your things out, see what you've got. Tin foil, paints, glues. Play around and have fun. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.